Alright everyone, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Christina, aka That Writer, and today we're gathered here for more good ol' MyRise here in WWE 2K24. We're with our guy, Jason Frost. He ultimately got to a year with his Undisputed Championship. And basically he said, yeah, Miz, I'm out of here. I'm going to NXT. And it seems like you all are very excited about this next chapter, and I'm very excited about it too. I've heard the other one where you team up with the Miz is like more fun, and that's where the wedding arc is at. And, you know, just going the completionist route, I'm actually going through the other, like, decision trees, like, that are in the other decisions like, teaming with the Miz and stuff like that, mainly because I'm trying to get the achievements, okay? Okay. But we're here at NXT. Let's go talk with Justine Janine and Grayson Waller, because he was over here. And he's NXT champion, and I like his outfit. So, as per usual, grab your snacks, grab your choice of beverage, get comfy and cozy, and let's get to it, people.
Hey there, champ. Wasn't expecting to see you here tonight.
I guess you don't read social media much.
I try not to.
Same, Justine Janine, same.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Justine. I was a
Justine
big fan of your work
Janine.
back in the day, and that comeback run with your niece was so memorable.
It's all connected, I'm convinced.
Thanks. That was the point. Anyway, not sure if you've heard, but I've transitioned into a behind-the-scenes producer role here in NXT.
Oh.
So I can tell you that your request to have a match here tonight has been officially approved.
Yeah, I actually already saw Shawn Michaels posted that.
Let her have her moment, Jason. Come on.
Maybe I do need to start paying more attention to social media. Nonetheless, we're excited to have you here at NXT for tonight. And maybe more long-term? What exactly is your plan?
Great question.
You sound like everyone else on the internet. But sorry, can't give you any scoops.
She's the
I'll tell the world
producer.
what I plan on doing here after my match.
Okay, that's fair.
Fine. Good luck out there. And welcome to NXT for however long
Yes.
that ends up being.
We're in our NXT era, people.
Well, look who it is. The high and mighty undisputed WWE Universal Champion himself has graced us with his presence here in NXT.
That's sarcastic, right?
I don't really know you, Grayson, but I assume that was sarcasm.
Of course it was. You can walk in here with your fancy title, but I need you to understand that I'm the man around these parts, mate.
Like, alright.
Look, I get more than anyone what it takes to be a champion, so I respect what you've accomplished
Don't say
across
more
multiple
than-
brands in
oh,
WWE.
dude.
There's no need to get defensive.
I'm the NXT champion, so I'll get however I want to get. And by the way, I'm also the biggest box office superstar ever. So why are
Sure.
you even here on my show? Trying to glom onto the Grayson Waller effect, I presume.
I've been getting that question a lot. But sorry, champ. You're gonna have to wait along with everyone else to find out. After my match.
Here we go, people. We've got our first match against Tyler Bate here tonight. This is going to be interesting. I'm all for it. Oh my goodness gracious. I've been kind of playing around with the audio levels a little bit so that we can hear the in-game audio a little bit. If it's still a little too low, let me know. We're trying our best over here to kind of just make the most out of the situation.
Weighing in at 250 pounds, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Jason Frost.
Can they eventually fix the titles to go under the jacket? I'd appreciate it. Like, I know it kind of automatically does that for a lot of the WWE superstars that are, like, on disc and stuff, but they need to fix this for the created wrestlers, because it's just getting on my nerves at this point. I mean, hey, we make creative referee sort of happen, so... Alrighty, people, here we go. We got Jason Frost versus Tyler Bate. Should be a good first matchup here. Great start. Just a great start here. Oh my god. This is like the third time I've tried to record this match, and I'm like, this is already going off the rails. But yeah, we've been jotting down some ideas in the meantime. I have just been so exhausted this week, but I'm at least jotting down video ideas for 2K24, and I'm very excited about that. And trying to see what direction our characters are going to go next. Christina Bennett, I feel like she's probably going to get her own spin-off again, because we were just getting our story started, and it's like, how can you say that we finished the story when we really just started the story at the end of the story? This story, I sense it's going to have a more conclusive ending, potentially. I don't know. We'll have to see. But that's the energy that I'm getting over here. We're in our NXT era. I don't know what's going to happen here, but again, like I mentioned before, I have another save with a very different character that's going through the Miz shenanigans. And I think, again, like I said, that one's going to be the one with the wedding. But I did figure out what that last sort of, like, storyline was, the celebration one that we were supposed to get to. Like, a couple episodes back, like when we first became champion and stuff, we should have went through that storyline before any of the other storylines. Because that's what was like, oh, okay, well, this makes sense. So just some food for thought. But yeah, I'm going through the alternate universe, or the decisions that we aren't making in this series, and just doing the opposite in a separate save file so that way I can get to my achievements. Oh, my bad. Oh, I'm trying to get to the yellow. That's what I was trying to get to the yellow one, okay? I will not apologize. We're trying, people. We're trying. But I mean, hey, the champ's over here to make everybody look pretty decent. Right, right. And again, we do survive here on Legend difficulty. We have played through Legend, but sometimes you need to have some quick wins. Sometimes you're more invested in the story, and sometimes you're just short on time. Now, if we do decide to do an original series, at least we have much more time. We know sort of what we're doing this year. I've been writing down some just crazy ideas, and I'm like, well, I mean, with the 100 faces of Christina Bennett, I don't know. There's going to be a bunch of different directions we can go with that stuff. That's just going to be a mess to figure out. But it's kind of a blank canvas in a lot of ways, which is kind of nice. Now, our dude Jason over here, we don't know how this story is going to end, but I said it's going to be pretty, conclusive. So we'll see what happens, because at some point we're going to have to face off against Cody again. At some point we're going to have to get to Roman Reigns, and if we're trying to beat Roman's title reign, then maybe that's it. Maybe, like, he's done after that. I don't know. But I've thought about doing some IGM, which maybe we work on that either this week or into next week. I don't know about next week, though. I'm trying to film a little bit ahead, because one, WrestleMania week is upon us, /here. And two, next week is my very busy week in April. And then after that, it's pretty chill. Like, there's only, like, one thing happening a week after that. And it's, like, the second half of the month is usually pretty chill around here. First week, it's the second week of the month is usually super busy around this household. And that's okay. So I'm trying to be proactive. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do WrestleMania this year. Because both nights are, both nights of WrestleMania are online. I know Triple H posted about that on social media on yesterday, on Monday. And so I'm like, do I just watch a few matches a night? Do I just watch the matches that we all want to watch? Maybe we do a poll to see like what matches that we're most interested in, and we watch those outside of the main events, because we're definitely going to watch those main events. There's no reason why we wouldn't watch the main events, but I'm like, there's all these matches, and I don't know what, like, I can't do the full 2 nights. I have tried the last few years, and ultimately I end up being too exhausted from night 1 and trying to get that edited and uploaded and all that good stuff to get to the full night 2. And I'm like, I just don't want to, like, run myself into the ground on WrestleMania weekend. I want to enjoy WrestleMania with y'all and just in general, right? But here we go. What a victory here on NXT for the WWE Universal Champion. But we still don't know why he's here in the first place. That's what I'm saying. Patience. I think we're about to find out. Wow, look at him getting all this mic time. Love that for us.
It feels damn good to be here in NXT.
Woo!
To compete in front of all of you. And finally, get away from the Miz.
Fair point.
But let me set the record straight and put all the rumors to rest. While this felt good to get my first NXT win, it won't be my last.
What was the laugh for? Like, was that
I'm not
necessary?
here just for a one-off appearance. No. This is bigger than that. Every champion in WWE walks in the shadow of Roman Reigns. Me, more than any other.
Why was champion capitalized?
So I'm here because I want something that sets me apart from the head of the table.
Oh.
Something that Roman never won.
Oh.
And that is the NXT Championship.
Oh, snap.
So Shawn Michaels, if you're looking for a can't-miss main event,
What is with the
I'm
laughing?
ready when you are.
I'm ready to laugh at the laugh. The Universal Champion just asked for an NXT title match? That's what we're all asking. Not sure much of an ask that was. He's pretty much forcing Shawn Michaels' hand. Well, I know I'd love to see Grayson Waller go toe-to-toe with the Smackdown champion. So would I, but he's going to have to get in line. Waller already has a title defense lined up at NXT Battleground. Either way, it's going to be a huge matchup if and when it happens. Come on, Belt Collector! But you know when we get to that title match, there's going to be some shenanigans, right? I mean, the bloodline is still kind of percolating. The Miz hates us. Just, it's fine. Everything's fine. Do we want a can't-miss main event of the NXT champion defending against the Universal champion? Yes, please. Consider it done next week on NXT. Seriously, did you forget I'm facing Grayson at Battleground in a few weeks for the title? What's happening with my match? Things are moving fast, Wes, and we need to strike while the iron is hot and before we get any more legal injunctions. Translation: Jason Frost shows up out of nowhere, wins one match, and then basically steals my title opportunity. I'd like to know what the hell's going on here also. I already did the whole outsider shows up in NXT and wins a championship thing. Yawn. It was unfair to the NXT locker room when you did it, and it's unfair now with Jason. I agree, and everyone else who deserves a chance before Jason. I don't have time for this. No one deserves anything other than you losers deserving to be blocked. That is all reasonable. Justine's gonna get on her butts for this, isn't she? Just go yell at our dude, Justine, Janine. Don't hold back.
Well, now we know your plan, and it's really exciting. I mean,
Indeed.
other than the several hashtags that are now trending on social media.
Oh boy.
I thought you said you didn't pay attention to that stuff.
I don't, but I am now. And honestly, it's not good. I
Same.
mean, don't get me wrong, it's great that you're here. But you've ruffled a lot of feathers among fans and the NXT superstars who say you've just waltzed in and jumped the line. Their words.
I mean, yes and no, but mostly, yeah, I would agree with that.
Shawn Michaels seemed happy with it.
Oh boy.
It's a huge match for NXT. But Shawn has had to take several calls from The Miz and his Mizian Troy about possible legal action. Not
Oh
to mention
boy.
just blowing up our plans for NXT Battleground. This is kind of a mess.
Yeah, I agree. Can we go with a third option here? Because I like them both. Like, how about I'm sorry, but this is good for business? Because I feel like if we go with this option, Justine's going to be like, don't apologize. And then she might agree with us with this is good for business, but she's also possibly fed up.
I'm sorry you're having to deal with all this. That wasn't my intention. But knowing Miz, he's just full of hot air and it'll all blow over.
Fair enough.
Okay, but what do I tell the locker room full of angry wrestlers?
No kidding.
You can tell them when I become NXT champion, I'll be happy to give anyone a title opportunity who feels I skipped the line.
I mean, he's already a champion, right? So he's kind of on that world champion level, right? So kind of on that even playing field, but I mean, it is a new show, it's a new locker room, probably new set of rules. I don't know. We're going to have to see what happens.
Alright, I'll relay the message. After I delete these 17 voicemails from Troy.
Jesus, Troy.
Man, that guy's annoying. Persistent, but annoying.
Justine Janine has suddenly turned, like, really likable in this year's MyRise, and I'm kind of here for it. It's official, next week on NXT, Jason Frost will challenge... It's official. Next week on NXT, Jason will take on Grayson for the NXT Championship. This is trademark infringement. Cease and desist. Looks like you got under the Miz's skin, Jason, but it's going to take a lot more than that for me to acknowledge your little stunt. I think you just did. Oh boy, the moment has arrived. Grayson is ready to defend his NXT Championship against his toughest challenger yet, the Universal Champion. Oh no, we're gonna get attacked. Oh, there's Wes Lee. Lee was supposed to be next in line to get a title match at Battleground. And it looks like he wasn't content to just complain about it on social media. I think the title match could be off. I take full responsibility for what happened with the NXT Championship match getting derailed before it got started. I got caught up in the excitement and didn't consider the rest of the locker room, especially Wes Lee. Therefore, if the Universal Champion wants a title opportunity, he will have to earn it just like anyone else. Next week on NXT, it'll be Jason Frost versus Wes Lee. The winner will face Grayson at NXT Battleground. I shouldn't have to re-earn my opportunity, but beating Jason Frost will make my eventual title win even sweeter. We could have just talked this out, but happy to settle it this way too. Looking forward to showing you firsthand why I belong in the NXT title picture. What the hell, Shawn Michaels? Does the NXT champion get to say in any of this? What about justice for Grayson? Fine, you want to say, Grayson? I'm making you the special guest referee. Well, this is going to end well. Interesting. This is totally going to end well. Totally. Right? Right. There's Grayson. Again, I like the outfit.
Any luck getting that justice for Grayson hashtag trending?
Oh boy.
You should be more concerned with whatever stupidity Shawn Michaels is engaged in on social media. I mean, by the time he logs off and stops granting wishes, you could be in a battle royal next week.
One-on-one, battle royal, it doesn't matter. Whatever it is, I'm going to get my title match against you.
Shouldn't we be focused on trying to also defend our title at the same time?
Fair enough. And just so you know, it wasn't a coincidence running into you here today. I
Of
wanted
course
to talk
not.
to you about this whole special referee thing.
What about it?
Honestly, I don't care who wins the bloody match between you and Wes Lee. But if you're really trying to one-up Roman Reigns, we could help each other out.
Grayson and Jason!
What are you getting at?
Johnny Gargano has been my personal nuisance for years now. So if you go give Gargano a thumping, then maybe I'm not so impartial in your match against Wes Lee, if you get my drift.
What?
What do you say?
Oh, another branch. Okay, I don't want your help. I'll do it. I think we're good, Grayson. Like, what did Gargano ever do to us? What?
I don't want your help because I don't need it. If you get my drift.
Yeah, I get it. And clearly with this idiotic decision, you've drifted way off course from winning the match and getting the title shot against me. In the meantime, I'll be working on my fast counts.
Crooked ref or not, I'm winning this match. So think of it as your chance to get an up-close and personal look at the guy who's gonna take your title.
What? Looks like Jason's big NXT Championship match didn't go as planned. Plan to watch me win the title. You never could, Row. Well, Roman keeps tweeting at us now, so I mean, obviously, like, we've caught the attention of the tribal chief. Alrighty, we got our pal Grayson Waller here. Alright, wrestling in a special guest referee match. As the participant in a special guest referee match, be prepared for a biased referee. It is possible, even likely, that the referee has an alliance or rivalry and will not officiate the match in a fair manner. No kidding. Oh boy. Well, see, that's the thing. I've only done the guest refereeing. I haven't played in a match with a guest referee yet. So that's why the tutorial came up. Listen, I have fun doing the referee things. I had to go and get my achievements. I'm really going to try to actually, like, get the achievements this year. Like, all of them. Hopefully. Well, I feel like once we get through the MyRise stuff, like, I think we'll be smooth sailing. Because it's really just, like, You know, get the My GM, get the My Faction stuff, which I think we might do a little bit of a My Faction update, like, since we're almost a month into the game. I haven't made much progress, but I think it'd be cool to kind of, like, dive into the mode a little bit and kind of show y'all what we've been up to. By the way, we are actually caught up with the weekly towers. I know that might be a surprise to some of y'all, but we're all caught up. Oh, we got a severe thunderstorm warning. Oh, boy. So if there is a jump cut in the episode again, it's because I had to go close some windows here. Oh, see? Oh, boy. I mean, hey, you could get booted out of here, Grayson. And then we have an actual, like, legitimate referee. Keep going after us. Keep coming. I really want to do some MyGM content really soon, because oh, seriously, dude? Like, what is this? Alright, here we go. Oh, no. Perfect. We're back inside the ring. Grayson's gonna get booted out by the end of this match. We're not even that far into the match. Here we go. Bam! Okay, that's fair. Well, I wouldn't say that's a questionable rope break, but okay. And I'm usually the one that's complaining about all the rope breaks. Okay, now that one's a rope break for sure. Oh boy. Here we go. Oh, huge elbow right to Wes Lee. Oh. He's busted open. This ain't good for anybody. Alright, here we go. Grayson's taking his good old time. Oh, referee replacement. New referee incoming. Wow, that didn't take long at all. That's funny. New referee incoming! I haven't seen this yet. Please, I need to see this. We gotta hang in there until that new referee comes in, right? Right. Oh, what a mess. What an absolute mess of a situation this is. Wow. I can still tell that we're going to have fun in NXT, because it's been a bit since we've had a full, like, storyline in NXT in one of these career modes. And it's usually, like, you know, for maybe a cup of coffee. I think in 2K24, we had, like, a fully, like, NXT era. Here we go. Bye, Grayson. You're out of here. Thanks, Mr. Referee. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. Bye, Grayson. Get out of here. We don't need you. Oh, boy. Alright, we got this, people. We got this. Oh, see? Can we get rid of Grayson? Like, just get rid of him altogether? Like, just please eject him. Okay. He has a little bit of a health meter. Not much, but a little bit of one. Okay, we also have a finisher, and I think we're almost to a signature, which is nice. So that's going to help us out, too. This has been a fun story. I'm enjoying our NXT era. We're getting some fresh faces. We're getting a fresh change of scenery. See, that's where Christina Bennett really should have went to. She could have went to NXT and figured out who the heck she was, and then popped up on the main roster. Grayson, what are we trying to accomplish here, my dude? Alright, ref. Okay, you really should have grabbed the other leg, but it is what it is. Grayson, why were you still chilling there? And why are we all zoomed in on Grayson? Well, either way around, this has been a very interesting situation on our hands here at NXT, and it looks like we're going to get that opportunity to go up against Grayson at Battleground for the NXT title. So, belt collector Jason Frost, apparently, will be getting a title opportunity, so get excited. And I need to go close windows. Alrighty, I closed the windows, so if Shawn Michaels and NXT want to violate contract law by letting Jason Frost challenge for their championship at NXT Battleground, fine. But to be clear, I filed an injunction preventing the Undisputed Universal Championship from being on the line. It will not be title versus title. Whatever, Miz. We'll still have more eyes on our show. So Jason doesn't have to put his title on the line, but I do. This is ridiculous. Let's get it going again. Oh, Troy. We need like a poll, I think. Who was worse? Baron Blade or Troy?
I guess they're letting anyone backstage these days.
Actually, my pass allows me access to any brand shows.
Ooh.
Wow, good for you. Here to watch me win the NXT Championship?
No, I'm here to deliver an important message. Miz and his team of high-paid lawyers are putting the finishing touches on a legal motion to strip you of the WWE Universal Championship. Unless you drop this NXT thing and return to Smackdown immediately.
If I decide to come back to Smackdown, it'll be you and your annoying boss's lucky day, as I'll be carrying 2 championships.
Fair enough.
I doubt that. And no matter what happens tonight, you're going to end up right where you started. Under Miz's thumb.
God, I can't stand this dude.
You mean like you? I don't think so.
Hey, Miz, Roman Reigns. Hope you're checking out NXT Battleground tonight. Going to be a banger. Dude, why? No. How do we know? I mean, at least he's like hyping up his own matches. We gotta give credit where credit is due, right? And I hope you got my message, Jason. Break a leg. Seriously, an injury might actually help me strip you of the title even faster than the legal system. I have better things to do than watch you cry out for attention on worldwide TV, Jason. He's still replying.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the NXT Championship.
Woo! Look at that. Look at our dude about to be NXT champion, potentially. Although I smell shenanigans. I can't put my finger on it. I just know that shenanigans are about to go down. Oh, shenanigans. God, it got like super dark in here again. Kind of like... Okay, so this weather has been so bizarre today. And I'm hopefully going to be posting this on Tuesday, so I will give you a rundown of how the weather's been like. Like, no one wants to know how the weather's going, but it's been so bizarre all day. I think we've gotten, like, all the spring weather in just, like, one day, essentially, right? So this morning I got up to get my workday started, and it was, like, pitch black in here and, like, torrential downpouring for, like, most of the morning. Then I take my lunch, and it's, like, sunny outside, but still kind of drizzly, humid, you know, that kind of energy. About an hour later, about like 1:30, it starts to torrential downpour again until like 3:30, and then it started back up a little bit, like not long ago. Actually, no, it took a little break. I take that back. It took a little break, and we have a severe thunderstorm warning as I'm recording this. But my phone's on the charger. We're good to go. Don't y'all worry. Oh my god, we'll let Grayson's entrance go just because of the bop of a song, and I'm just kind of rambling on about how my day's going, but it is what it is, right? See, like, that makes sense to me. Why can't we even just have that? Oh, Grayson. I still think he would have made a good champ in NXT. Well, I don't know, maybe, I don't know about the NXT championship, but I think even, like, holding the North American title, because I don't think he won a title on NXT, now that I'm thinking about it. Like, you don't have to win a title at NXT to be successful. I mean, look at the SmackDown roster. I mean, Grayson's doing a pretty decent job so far. He's had some good matches and moments. You got Bianca Belair. She never won the women's title at NXT. LA Knight, well, I guess he won the $1 Million Championship, but I'm talking, like, NXT titles, right? But you get where we're going with this. Dakota, I think she only won the tag titles, right? Yeah, so let's keep things moving along with the intros, people.
Introducing the challenger from New York, weighing in at 250 pounds, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Jason Frost. And his opponent from Sydney, Australia, weighing in at 206 pounds, the NXT Champion, Grayson Waller.
Here we go, people. Aspiring belt collector Jason Frost challenging Grayson Waller for the NXT Championship. Listen, it's a rainy evening over here, so I have zero problem, like, filming this video, maybe finishing up filming on another episode or two. We'll have to see. My energy is at, like, -5 right now. So we'll see what happens, but I'm enjoying the story, and that's what counts. Alrighty, are they gonna... Oh, okay, there we go. Defeat Grayson by pinfall or submission. I was like, are we gonna get, like, a stupid thing that happens here? We get bloodline shenanigans. I'm just saying, we haven't seen the bloodline, like, the full bloodline yet. We've seen Roman Reigns, but we haven't seen Solo or Jimmy. We haven't even seen Paul yet. Like, we haven't seen any of them. And I suspect that at some point that's going to come to a head. Again, I haven't seen, like, the men's MyRise, like, on other channels or anything like that. I'm just kind of basing it off of energy and vibes. But yeah, I had an idea of, like, maybe doing, like, a couple of different MyGM series. Like, maybe one, like, maybe we do a couple different shows. That way we kind of get a feel for the different shows and different GMs and stuff like that. I kind of thought about maybe doing, like, a little bi-weekly or bi-monthly, like a twice-a-month, like, My Faction check-in, because I play My Faction quite a bit off-screen, which is nice. And then maybe we kind of walk through it a little bit. Things to, like, do, things to, well, not do, you know, like, little tips and tricks and that kind of thing. Bam! There we go. Then, of course, our original series, because, you know, we gotta do that. I suspect, again, this is gonna be a more conclusive ending than the women's one. Again, what is with the women's MyRise? It's like the last couple of MyRises, it's like the story finishes, and our story is really just starting, you know? It's a weird situation. Oh. I'm like trying to jump off the top rope, and it's like, well, can't do that. Come on, Jason, you got this, dude. You can do it! Oh, seriously? I gotta jinx everything, apparently. I don't know. Well, we're really close to getting him stunned, so I think let's do that, and then go in for the finisher. There we go. That'll do it. That'll do it, I think, right? Yep. Nice knowing you, Grayson. We're gonna lose this title in like 5 minutes, right? I'm so nervous about where the story is going now.
Here is your winner, and the new
Look at this.
NXT Champion, Jason Frost.
Oh, Jason, this could get interesting. You know what I want to see in a MyRise? Not so much like getting the world title, but like maybe we add in like a third MyRise where it's like more of like a mid-card scene, or like you kind of work your way up through the card, you know, that kind of stuff, and you win like the mid-card title and that sort of thing. Like, it's probably been done in like previous story modes and stuff like that. But I wish, like, instead of just focusing on, like, the world title or something, maybe there's, like, a tag team MyRise or something where you get to create a tag team. I think that could be kind of fun, too. Just something a little different. Just a little bit. But anyway, enough of my rambling. Let's continue. Actually, we're probably going to keep rambling. Let's keep things moving. Jesus, Roman, you suck. Okay, amazing. The undisputed Universal Champion is now your NXT Champion after defeating Grayson Waller at Battleground. Congrats, Jason Frost, on winning the same title that KO, Seth, Finn, and a bunch of other guys held, who I then beat. Wow, Roman, just wow. Okay, amazing. The undisputed Universal Champion, Jason Frost, is also your NXT Champion after defeating Grayson Waller at Battleground. Congrats, Jason Frost, on winning the same title that KO, Seth, Finn, and a bunch of other guys held, who I then beat during the longest reigning WWE Universal Championship run there will ever be. Okay, Roman, whatever you say, dude. Whatever you say. Well, there's Grayson.
Hey, good match out there.
Look at us being a good sport.
Don't you good match me. You've done nothing but belittle me since you've got here, thinking you're some kind of big shot. And our net management has enabled you every step of the way. I'm sick of it.
All right.
I remember you being the special referee in my match against Wes Lee, but you still couldn't stop me from winning and taking your title. Seems like you've been given more than a fair opportunity.
Even Grayson's nodding his head at that.
Well, speaking of fair, I've already gone to Shawn Michaels and petitioned for a rematch. And due to the millions of people who joined the Justice for Grayson movement over the past few weeks, he agreed to give me one next week on NXT.
Fair enough.
Not quite sure I buy the reasoning behind all that, but either way, I'm happy to face you again.
This time, we're gonna see if you can really hang with me.
Oh,
Because it's
God.
gonna be an Iron Man match.
Well, they heard me wanting to just ramble on for a bit, and I guess that's where this is going. Because, y'all, this thunderstorm is about to go down in just a moment here, so grab your snacks.
Fine with me.
It's official. Next week on NXT, Jason Frost will defend his newly won NXT Championship against Grayson in a Iron Man match. Justice for Grayson will prevail. I warned you repeatedly, Jason and Sean, and you continue to ignore both my personal and legal petitions. There will be consequences soon. What, the bloodline screwing us out of our title? I think we've seen that one before, right?
The following is an Iron Man match.
Get your drinks and snacks. We're going to be here a
The
bit.
NXT Championship.
Now, the million-dollar question is, do we get a double title entrance? I feel like we do. Okay, the lighting's different, so I'm assuming so, right? There we go. Look at our dude. Look at our dude. NXT Champion. Undisputed Universal Champion. Oh, this is amazing. This is fantastic. This is great. Ooh. Well, this has certainly picked up quite a bit, people. Sorry, I keep getting all the weather alerts, so again, like if there is a jump due to weather-related things, that is why. I know I've been saying that throughout the episodes, like, Christina, why don't you just wait until the weather clears through? And it's like, I felt motivated. I was like, well, what else am I going to be doing other than sitting on my couch? I might as well film a video or two while I'm sitting at home on my couch in the dark. So yeah, lots of ironing out for April content for sure. Which is very exciting. And that includes our WrestleMania week shenanigans. So, again, we will have to see. Oh boy. Yeah, we got a tornado warning just now, so that's great. I'm indoors. Actually, no, that's a tornado watch, right? Oh boy. Well, we do have the severe thunderstorm warning for another, like, 30 minutes, so that's exciting. Well, I got both of those warnings.
From Sydney, Australia, weighing in at 206 pounds, Grayson Waller. And his opponent from New York, weighing in at 250 pounds, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion and the NXT Champion, Jason Frost.
Here we go, people. Things aren't gonna end well, right? Things are not gonna end well. Go team! Okay, 15 minutes. Oh god! Jesus. Oh god, okay, so how's everyone's week going so far? I know later in the week, actually no, tomorrow night on Wednesday, I'm going to be getting my grocery list together because I'm going to do some slow cooker meals for a few meals around here for dinner and lunch and that kind of thing around here. Because WrestleMania season is code for we will not have much time to do anything but watch our stories and edit videos, which, you know, we're going to get our coffee big time this weekend. That's my little treat. I go out for coffee on my weekends because I live such an exciting life. But you know what? I feel like we need to have those little things that kind of keep us sane, right? Like, whether that's coffee or, like, maybe you like to go and, like, do a fun activity or you have a hobby. Like, this is my hobby, okay? Like, yes, I'm considered monetized now. Like, fully monetized and have the ads and stuff, which, by the way, I don't know if, like, Mr. YouTube, like, I don't know how it 100% works with the ads, but I try to work the ads in manually while I'm uploading, so that way there's not, like, 1,000 different ads, because that's just annoying. Like, I started to manually put in the, ads, and everything else, like, prior to this series, I think, like, just, you know, I was like, I'm not going back and going through, like, 1,400 videos for the ad placement. So let's just do best practices moving forward. Oh god, we're gonna have to get a third video recording for this. So, I mean, hey, if this is the one storyline we get done, this is the match that did it. Oh my goodness gracious. Is it pouring outside yet? I can't see anything. I hear the thunder, I don't hear any rain outside. And you know, we don't have a basement in my apartment building that I'm aware of, but I am on the second floor, and I have a bathroom that I could probably just, like, hang out in if there is a tornado. So that kind of helps. Our hallways, like, in the hallway are, like, very narrow, so, you know, there is that. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a lovely week so far. Again, this should be up on Tuesday at some point. And if not, it'll be up on Wednesday. I want to make sure that I got my videos kind of recorded for a few days here, and so I'm slowly but surely working my way through to get a little bit ahead on my regular videos, at least, you know, for this week anyway. Again, I don't know what the Smackdown reaction is going to look like for this week, because, again, we got WrestleMania coming up, and I think I'm going to do WrestleMania coverage a little bit differently this year, like I mentioned earlier in the episode. I'll kind of make a final executive decision either probably tonight or tomorrow, but my thought process was simply like, I am not going to sit through the entire 2 nights of WrestleMania plus SmackDown plus Raw, and so my thought process was more or less like, let's just watch a few matches on each night. That way we, you know, did our due diligence, at least, you know, for the matches that we're looking forward to the most, and that way getting your all's input and so on and so forth. So expect stuff like that to be popping up very soon. Oh, I saw the lightning. Oh boy. Well, it doesn't help that I'm sitting here in the dark, so if you're hearing thunder or anything like that in the background, just know that I'm safe inside. Alright, we're at 2 and we're at 11 minutes in. Oh boy. Okay, that thunder didn't sound good. The thunder outside, it kind of sounded like a truck with, like, a bunch of debris almost. I don't know how else to word it. Like a loaded truck. And, like, you're trying to move and you fill up the truck a little bit like a regular pickup truck, right? It's like, it's like you can kind of hear the noise, right? And it's just like, oh god. Like, just all the stuff kind of moving around a little bit. Like, maybe not everything. Like, if you have it in, like, insecured and stuff, I feel like that would make sense. But assume it's unsecured. Oh, lightning strike within 1 mile. Okay, well, that would do it. So, yeah, how's the weather like where you're all at? I think we're supposed to go down into the 40s again, which for late March around here, I live just outside of Cincinnati in northern Kentucky, and yeah, it's a little on the cooler side for this time of the year, but I feel like it kind of balances out because we did have a warmer weather. Now I guess if we're having a cooler spring, I'm okay with that. Oh, nice catch right there, dude. Alrighty, people. Apologies for a bit of a jump cut there, if there was a bit of a jump cut. The sirens are going off, I think 2 or 3 separate occasions. So, nonetheless, thankfully we're all safe. No tornado touchdown, like none of that. In fact, the storm kind of started to fizzle out a little bit, which is great. I think if there is anything, it's like more to the south of us, and I think I probably mentioned that earlier, but we're all safe. We're in the clear. From what it sounds like, it just sounds like we're going to, you know, kind of have a bunch of rain the rest of the night. Which, again, I like a good little rain moment, but not when it's, like, crazy rain or anything like that. I mean, you know what they say, April showers bring May flowers. But either way, I hope everyone's enjoying the episode. Again, I think this is probably going to be one of our longer episodes. I don't know for sure. But either way, I know we've kind of been all over the place tonight, but I think, you know, we haven't really filmed the video in a bit, and to be honest, I miss filming videos, and that's sort of, I did film a little bit ahead of time, and I want to keep a little bit ahead of time if I can, so, I mean, we'll just have to see what unfolds. Again, this is WrestleMania week, so my goal is to kind of get a few episodes recorded for this week and hopefully a little bit into next week, just kind of depending on the energy and the vibes, that sort of thing. Here we go. Bam! Well, that's fine. We're already up 3-0. So, yeah, I hope everyone's having a lovely day so far, lovely night. Again, I don't know if this can be posted on Tuesday or Wednesday, one of the 2 days, right? Right. It's one of those kind of cozy nights where you have the rain, and it's like, this is nice. I get to just play my game, like, life is good. I have an easy dinner planned for tomorrow, so we're already doing pretty decently, I think, right? So... Bam. Alright, here we go. Bam. That's it for you, Grayson. That is it for you. We got like 6.5 minutes left to go. It should go by pretty quickly. Let me know what your plans are for WrestleMania weekend. Oh my gosh, yeah, like, are y'all making, you know, any good food? Are you getting some takeout? Maybe doing one night, one the other night? Getting together with friends, family? Anything like that. I always just like to hear what everybody's WrestleMania plans are, and just like what y'all are doing for like the premium live events, because it's like, I don't know, the premium live events, like, they can be predictable at times, but, you know, like, they're still worth doing something a little special for, I think, you know? Like, for WrestleMania, I'm like, maybe I'll do like a good slow cooker meal and like make a nice breakfast, I don't know. And then with all the international shows coming up, like, I think the next one after Mania is France. I know that the Scotland show with Clash at the Castle just got announced today. And I'm like, okay, cool. We have like all these international shows happening in the summertime. So what's kind of cool about that is because of the time zone difference and everything, like, oh, this is nice. I can actually like have a show in the middle of the day and like maybe go do something early in the day, or I can just go out and about that day and then come home and watch my stories and we're good to go. There we go. Oh my god, look at all this blood. Oh dear god. Well, to be fair, like, he got busted open like several minutes ago, so that would explain it. Oh, we caught him there. Huge backbreaker right there. Beautiful elbow drop right there as well. Again, we're kind of just pushing through this last match. So again, I think this storyline is just going to be its own separate entity for the day, just because we've just had a whole lot happen in this episode. And I think we're fine with that, you know? Again, this will be up Sunday, not Sunday, Jesus. This will be up Tuesday or Wednesday. Kind of depending on the vibes and the energy and that sort of thing. But we should have at least another episode out later this week. And that'll be either on, hang on here. That'll be either Thursday or Friday, kind of depending on where that episode is going to be. Hopefully we'll do Smackdown reactions this week, and then I think what we'll do for WrestleMania is that we'll probably just watch a couple of matches per night. That's kind of the energy, maybe. That's kind of what I'm thinking, unless if we feel up to watching the full thing and reacting to the full thing. My only concern about doing night 2 in its entirety is that, like, it's a Sunday. And, you know, obviously with, you know, work and stuff, you know, I work Monday through Friday. So it's like, when am I going to get that reaction video up? And with premium live events, it takes me a little bit longer to edit versus, like, our normal Smackdown reactions. I mean, we'll figure it out, I'm sure, but, yeah. I mean, it could just depend on the energy and the vibes, like it usually is. It's just usually easier for me to do night 1 versus night 2, but I think that night 2 also looks pretty interesting. I think both nights are fine, and, you know, maybe, again, we got so many polls to discuss here. But, yeah, we'll have to see what unfolds, right? Right. And I also want to know what you all are, like, wanting me to react to as well, so the community's going to be a little bit involved with what matches we react to on each night, I think, and I think that way it's, like, good for everyone. I don't know what I took a screenshot of. Oh. Actually, no, I know what I took a screenshot of right now. Sorry about that. We got a fight forever chant going. Oh my god, look at the ring. Beautiful dive onto the outside of the ring. We're going to take our time. We're going to kind of just let the clock run out at this point. Poor Grayson. Jason and Grayson having an incredible match. We're up 6-0. We've got 1 minute and 40 left on the clock. Everything's fine. I'm just feeling a little extra tired today, and that's okay. Man, poor Grayson. Here we go. We're approaching the end of the match here, everybody. We're finally getting to the end of the match. We've had a roller coaster, to say the least, here in this episode. It's been a lot, and I want to see how this arc kind of ends. Because you know that there's going to be something after this. Again, I'm so suspicious of this whole story and anything involving, like, Roman Reigns and the Bloodline being remotely close to our dude here, okay? And The Miz. So, maybe it's one of those cases where we have, like, the shortest title reign and the longest title reign. That would be kind of funny. It's like, due to legal reasons, we have to strip you of the title, like, 5 seconds after you win this thing. Love that for you. Here we go! We got lucky number 7 coming up. My birthday's actually on May 7th, so... Again, they always do, like, a premium live event around my birthday, and I'm like, that's cool. That's pretty cool. Last year we got to watch Backlash together, and I think that's the same one that we're going to be watching this year, too. Except this time it's in France. Alright, here we go. We did it! Jason 2 belts. Oh my god, look at the ring. Jesus. We did it, people. We absolutely did it. We crushed it. We defended our title. I'm getting a little tired, so let's go ahead and start to wrap this video up, shall we? I think so. We've been through a lot in this episode. I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I knew the shenanigans were all too real. Instead of celebrating an amazing Iron Man match, I regret to break the news that due to legal action, the match result is nullified. Jason Frost must relinquish the NXT Championship and return to SmackDown immediately. No decisions have been made yet on how we will handle the vacant NXT Championship. I assume the NXT title will return to its rightful owner, aka me. Don't lose your smile again, Sean. I warned you repeatedly and you didn't listen. But at least my champion came in, beat your top guy, and left your promotion in chaos. You mean your show? Like what? Almost like I planned it that way from the start. I'm sure, Miz. I'm absolutely sure. Alright, let's go talk with Troy.
You want to explain what I just read on social media?
There's nothing to explain. It's all cut and dry if you had read any
Where?
of the
What legal
legal we
documents?
served you the past few weeks.
I'm gonna get this overturned.
Too late for that. Besides, there's no need to be upset. You did such a great job here as a representative of Miz and SmackDown.
Shut up, Troy.
In case you forgot, I came here to get away from you and Miz. I wasn't representing anyone but myself.
Maybe that was your intention, but in the end, your little act of rebellion actually worked in our favor. Our viewer retention and social media engagement has been off the charts. So nice work. See you back at SmackDown, champ.
Troy, get out of here.
So is it true? Was it your plan all along to come
Nope.
down here and damage the NXT brand?
No.
You really were better off when you weren't paying attention to all the nonsense on social media. Especially when it's coming from the likes of The Miz.
Yep.
Well, true or not, it is what ended up happening. You showed up, made some of our top superstars look bad, and then got
I
management
mean, I don't
tied
think
up
we
in a
made them
legal
look
mess.
terrible.
So, thanks?
I don't know what to tell you. That was never my intention. Miz is hell-bent on ruining my career.
Just like Justine Janine did in the last year's MyRise, right?
Maybe, but I don't think this one is on Miz. Next time your obsession with Roman Reigns tells you to come to NXT, don't.
Breaking, as reported by Shawn Michaels, Jason Frost will relinquish the NXT Championship and return to SmackDown this week. The Dark Horse's run with the NXT title was one for the history books. What was that, like 14 days? Now just last a couple of years with the WWE Universal title, and you'll start to sniff the only record that matters in WWE. Roman, at least we won the title. At least we won the NXT Championship, okay? We took a risk, and now we gotta go back to SmackDown. This is like the one time where I'm like not excited to go back to SmackDown. Out of the shadow. Okay, so we got men's Grayson Waller jacket. Alrighty, people, let's take a look-see-poo at the social media. So, Jason Frost, you came to NXT, you forgot to pack one more important thing, respect. NXT isn't anybody's stepping stone. A king will be crowned on SmackDown. The King of the Ring tournament returns next week, but who will The Miz choose to compete? Oh boy. Okay. So we have all these stories to kind of get to, which is exciting. So we have at the break of yawn, stand your pound, duel, aggressive, aggrieve no trace, there we go, King of the Ringer, and then we have the multiversal infinite champion and one in the cage. So that one's kind of our portal story from what it looks like. So, yeah, okay, so those are the only things that we have, which is great. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and talk to Troy, and then we'll wrap things up. I know, I keep postponing the ending.
After everything that happened with my NXT run, I think Miz owes me a face-to-face conversation.
Right?
That's nice that you think that. But Miz is extremely busy and cannot be bothered at this time. Especially by someone who abandoned him and SmackDown.
So, what am I supposed to do in the meantime?
Last time I checked, you're a sports entertainer. So, I don't know. Go sports entertain?
Oh, of course.
Besides, with your little hiatus, there's a backlog of matches and title defenses you owe us.
Great.
So go fulfill your contractual obligations for once, and then we'll talk.
Alright. So I guess that's where we go to for the next episode, right? So that's where all these side missions are, which are effectively our title defenses that we are contractually obligated to go through, which is just absolutely fantastic, right? Right. Alrighty, well, on that note, thank you all super duper much for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell button so you get notifications around here and that sort of thing. So again, thank you all super duper much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.